Main concern today as political parties is what is happening. When we see politicians, kama kule Kisii, wakipigana, our biggest question is, what message are they sending to Kenyans? We are staring at a very, very volatile 2022 election. It is a matter of security concern, and as political parties, we want to make a few demands. One is that our state agencies that are tasked with the issue of ensuring security and peace in Kenya should wake up and stop sleeping. And they should do so without fear or favor, whether because of political persuasions. Tusione ya kwamba, for example, DCI, ama the IG Hillary Mutiambai watalenga mlengo mmoja, kwa sababu wanasiasa wote wamekuwa so shameless that they are doing these things in broad daylight and they're inciting communities against each other. So we are asking the state security agencies to take action, to end this thing, to nip it in the bud quite early enough. Secondly, we are asking the NCIC to stop playing these gimmicks at shaming Kenyans. We already know some of these politicians are shameless enough that shaming them or saying that who is in the list of shame really will not work for this country. So the NCIC should bite. It has teeth. It has powers to prosecute. And they should take it very, very seriously. What happened in Rwanda started exactly, easy mambo kidogo kidogo that we are seeing today. That is what led to the genocide. We also want to ask our politicians, please stop ethnicizing our politics. And stop dividing Kenyans along either ethnic lines or along socio-economic lines. Let us not have those conversations at this time. Kenya is a young nation. We do not want to see destruction of property. We do not want to see bloodshed. And again, IBC and the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties should crack the whip. Because there is the political party's code of conduct. Wasigoje kuhesabu kura based on the blood that has poured. We want to have a peaceful election as Kenyans, and we want our politicians to behave properly. And that is our call today. IBC and ORPP should crack the whip on political parties, because every political party has a code of conduct. I have called upon politicians. These politicians come from political parties. And therefore, the political party should enforce its own code of conduct. And where a political party fails to enforce its own code of conduct, then the institutions that are mandated to ensure that certain, political parties wafanye vitu kadhaa should now crack the whip as well. Yes.
For the past 2 weeks, we have seen instances where we have seen chaos, hate speech, where members who were doing their political rallies, there was interference from other opposition parties. These parties, I want to say, they are our members. So when we met today, we have come up with resolutions on how we are going to manage ourselves as political parties. We want to tell Kenyans that we are not going to allow a drop of blood to fall or to spill because of politics. You are going to be surprised that very soon some of the big candidates you are seeing might not even participate in the coming elections because of the agreements that we have had as parties, that we must manage ourselves as political parties. We must bring sanity to politics. Like in the football game, we are going to introduce red cards and yellow cards, which will be administered by the Registrar of Political Parties, IPC, because IPC is a member of the Political Parties Liaison Committee, which is a tripartite dialogue platform which brings together all the 73 political parties and IPC and Registrar of Political Parties. So our meeting today, the aim is to make sure that what happened in 2007-2008 does not recur in the forthcoming general election 2022.
What came out clearly is the need of political parties taking responsibility and looking at their membership and the individuals that probably are making certain statements that can cause disunity of the country. We have also seen people fighting in political forums and others talking harshly and putting words that probably may not be good for the unity of the country and even the peace of other people, because political parties' conduct also requires that even you care about other individuals who are in the political arena, so that no violence, whether it's by verbal or by physical, should actually be entertained in any political activities. So we really discussed about that, and there was a commitment of the representative of the parties who are here that really they have to look at the issue of the code of conduct. On our part as the Office of Registrar of Political Parties, our interest is to see that political parties engage with a lot of severity. Engagement is around, and there's political space and democracy. But the question of severity and taking care of each other in the political scene and allowing the other people to have an opinion, but with a lot of decorum. So the political decorum and political hygiene is what we are advocating, especially this particular time. Is the mainstay of how good politics is played and the drive of democracy. Because everybody will have his opinion, and the opinion also will be taken and responded to with a lot of decorum. And political decorum is very important for the survival of the unity and good politics of a country. Being responsible in our talks, in our actions, and how we are treating each other in the political arena as we discuss and have opinion of different issues that we have. Then how we put our language use, our dispensations as attitudes and other issues that advocate for peace. And whichever action somebody takes, he should be thinking about a nation, and that nation that is here to stay, and creating a front that suggests that we are responsible for each other in spite of our different opinions.